it's Paul Mash TV time again. Thank you so much for joining us. We got another great interview coming up for you shortly. Before we begin, don't forget about that subscribe button and the bell below you there. And anytime a new episode comes your way, you'll be notified. And feel free to leave a comment on the comment section if you'd like. And we're on Facebook, so go to facebook.com/Paul Mash TV. And you can follow us there, comment things you see, even inboxes. And you can email us as well, paulmashtv, all one word, at gmail.com. And if you're a band or a solo artist that want to be on the show, email us and we'll show you how to do that. But if you're just simply a fan, just go and send us a fan letter and we'll get back to you. And all this is going to be recapped at the closing credits at the end of the show, so stay tuned for that. From Danville, California today, we have Rocky Michaels, another awesome artist, and I think you're going to agree. And we'll get to that interview in a second, but first here's a quick word from Galtar, the guitar made specifically for a woman. So don't go away, we'll be right back right after this.
Ready in 5.
Darling, when nothing else seems to match up. Galtar, the musical apparel that fits any outfit. Galtar, bringing heaven to earth, one gal at a time. GaltarHeaven.com.
Okay, we're back, and with us from Danville, California, we have Rocky Michaels with us today. Thanks for joining us, Rocky.
Hey, thank you so much. Great to be here. I have seen some of your recent interviews, so I love what you're doing. Keep it up.
Well, I appreciate that, Rocky. That really hits my feels, I guess is how they say, So, you made my day, let's just put it that way.
Oh, wonderful. No, happy to be here.
Well, let's start off by the usual question. How did it all begin for you? I mean, I'm sure ever since you were a little kid, you wanted to be an artist, or maybe came much later. Maybe it gets even deeper than that. But tell us in your own words. We'd love to hear.
Yeah, no, actually, when I was a little kid, I wanted to be a baseball player, but apparently I struck out too many times in Little League, so I didn't have a pretty good future. I've always loved music growing up. I was a kid listening to songs in the 70s and 80s. I loved the Eagles and James Taylor, Simon and Garfunkel, the Stones. So I didn't realize how much of an impact music would have on me. We had a piano. I took piano lessons when I was 5 years old, so I had a foundation, and really just didn't get into songwriting until around high school or so, and that just kind of, you never quite know where your path is going to lead you. But I just found songwriting to be just a very rewarding experience, and I'm still, I've got my phone. If I think of an idea, I'll put a note in here, and it's 24/7, and it's just kind of a blessing and a curse. But I just love music.
Well, that's good. We're glad that you did it. Hopefully, you'll have many years ahead of you. I know you mentioned the Eagles and a couple other ones. Would you say those were your main influences, or did you have any other influences as well?
I had a lot. I guess if I were to try to, box it in, it probably just, straight ahead American rock. I really appreciate good lyricists, Paul Simon, the Eagles, and again, that too, I didn't realize how much I appreciated it, but just the ability to tell a story, through song and hopefully connect with the listeners. I mean, for me, that's kind of what it's all about, just trying to find a connection. And, when I write, you kind of have to share sometimes, your vulnerabilities, geez, are other people going to kind of get what I'm saying? You never know. But when they do, or if I'm playing out and people are kind of nodding, it's like, yeah, that's the best form of currency and feedback.
Right, exactly. Yeah, and you mentioned Paul Simon a minute ago. Yeah, he's a great one, especially when he partnered with Art Garfunkel. Those are that band was pretty much a legend there too. So
Yeah, they've got some iconic hits. I mean, it's still generations from now, people still know them.
right, exactly. And I'm glad that you're multi-genre too, because you mentioned a few of the genres that you enjoy too. And as you know, that's what we stand for here at Paul Nash TV. We love everything. And well, why don't you tell us a little bit about some of the ways we can find you? You know, like an official website, maybe social media, streaming sites, so forth. Maybe you could tell us all of that.
Yeah, thank you, Paul. You can always start at my website. It's RockyMichaelsMusic.com. Michaels is Michaels. And from there, I've got links to almost all my social media outlets, Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, Spotify. My former teenage sons kind of helped me with, some of the social media. They're the experts in the household. But all my links are on there on the website. And, you can also, I've got music videos, which you can watch for free, just on YouTube. Just Google, or under YouTube, go to Rocky Michaels. And I've got most of my songs have music videos with them. So that's another way to not only hear the song, but see the video that goes along with it.
Okay, and are you on the streaming sites too, like Spotify and Apple Music, so forth?
Yes, I'm on all the major streaming sites, Spotify, Apple, Pandora, iTunes. My most recent song that dropped 2 weeks ago, it's my first release with Big Records and Sony Orchard, and they've been fantastic, very supportive, and they've helped distribute out, fan out to all the major distribution sites.
Yes, and it was actually some promoters from Big Records that actually, how we got together and met for this interview. So I want to thank Big Records for that as well.
Yeah, a lot of great people over there.
And well, let's get to your video we're going to watch. It's called "An Uncomfortable Truth," I do believe is the name of it. Tell us a little story about that song. We love
Sure,
you.
yeah, it's I kind of chuckle because it's kind of a lame title. I couldn't think of a better title, but for those who have followed my music, it's in the past I've most of my music has been very uplifting and positive and kind of happy-go-lucky, kind of a feel good vibe. This particular song is a different departure. It's a very serious song. It's actually sung from the perspective of a homeless person. Um, but it's an important message. And, I've been asked, how did you come up with that? And I'm not sure I know where the origin was, but I think the message of the song is, we're all walking around on this earth, and the reality is you don't know what someone else's story is or what their history is. And, it's so easy to kind of judge a book by its cover. And, I'm guilty of it too. So this song, hopefully, you know, serves as a little reminder for some much needed humanity along the way. And I like how it came together. And but it is a little different than my usual songs.
Hmm. Well, it is a great song, and as always, I know our fans out there will enjoy watching it, and we'll get to that in a second. But Rocky, we thank you so much for being on the show today. We would love to have you come back and plug something new for us in the future. So maybe you'll think about that, and we'll have you back.
My pleasure, Paul. I appreciate the time and continued success with all you're doing as well.
Oh, thank you. Again, you made my day, Rocky. So,
All right. Likewise.
so without further ado, here is An Uncomfortable Truth by Rocky Michaels, and it begins right now.
See you walking down the street, trying not to look at me. Does my appearance keep you away? I might be a tattered one, but you don't know what I've got underneath as I fight another day. Casualty I might be of a downsized economy, or a suffering victim of disease. I might be a broken soul from a broken home, just trying to piece things on my own. But you don't see the forest for the trees. Here I am. Will you even look me in the eye? Can you hear me talking? Will you just keep walking by? Oh, I am you and you are me. Sometimes truth is hard to see. Everybody's got a story full of torn and weathered pages, plots with twists and conflicts to unfold. You can judge me by my cover, but if you took some time to read, a greater tale is waiting to be told. Well, here I am. Do you see me standing here at all? Can you hear me talking? Will you even answer to my call? Oh, I am you and you are me. Sometimes truth is hard to see. There's 8 billion souls of us now living, and 8 billion reasons we're giving a little of ourselves. Ooh, yeah. For years I kept praying and hoping, but my dreams, they all left me long ago. I'm not bad, but I'm not good at coping anymore. I guess I just wanted you to know. Well, here I am. Somebody please make some time for me, 'cause I feel you're missing more to my story than you see. Oh, well, I am you and you are me, though it might be comfortable to see. Na 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 na. Na 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 na, yeah. Oh, I'm somebody too.